It's Michelle at the Bead Gallery, and I want to share with you this new kit that we just came up with. It's this very cute little crystal snowman with a scarf. Okay, and so the kit here has everything you need to make a pair of these snowmen. So if you see here, I've already wire wrapped the snowman parts, both of them. Okay, so I just stacked the big shiny crystal, the small shiny crystal, this little silver disc, a black crystal cube on the head pin. These are silver filled head pins. Okay, and I just wire wrapped it shut. If you need a refresher, we have a basic wire wrap video on our YouTube channel, so you can go through the different steps of how to do this closed loop if you're not familiar with it, or if you just need a small reminder. Okay, so once you wire wrap that, the last thing in the kit is this really cool pre-strung piece of nylon. And somebody at the Bead Gallery actually strung these for every kit that we have. These are size 15 OC beads. Okay, there's about 3 inches on a foot of thread. So let me show you what to do with this. The first thing I did is I moved half of the seed beads to each end of the thread, just like this. So there's about 1.5 inches of beads on each side. And I'm gonna use a bead stopper to mark the middle of my thread. Just kind of like right here. So I'm gonna pinch right there with the stopper, like that, okay? And I need to cut this thread into 2 sort of equal pieces, which is why I put the bead stopper in the middle, and I'm gonna put a knot right up against it on each side. Okay, this is to end my threads before I cut. You don't wanna cut this thread, this is carded nylon, you don't wanna cut it before tying knots on the ends, because if you cut it before tying knots, your thread will start to unravel very quickly, and it's very hard to fix once it's done. See? If you look at the end of this thread, you see how it unraveled? That's what'll happen if you cut it without tying these knots first. So, here we go. I'm gonna cut between the 2 knots that I did on either side on my spacer, my stopper. Okay, so now I have 2 scarves. I'm gonna put one on the side. I'm gonna get my snowman here, okay? And I'm going to push about 15 of the beads that are in the middle of the strung section. And that's what's gonna go around his neck. So I have 15 beads, let's count that. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and we'll do 15. Okay, so this is what we're gonna tie around his neck. Okay. All right, Mr. Snowman, come here. And just kind of leave the other beads kind of hanging on the end. Maybe I'll tie my knot first and stick his head in here. So we're doing just a square knot. So I'm doing half of a square knot, then I'm going to catch his body and tie it. And you want to go between the 2 crystals. See? Okay, so this is half of a square knot, then I'm going to just do the second half of my square knot. And then pull really tight. Okay, we're almost done. Now the tails of his scarf are super long. I don't like that, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna push the tails like this up here. And if you want his scarf tail to be really long, you can use all the seed beads, but if you don't want it to be too long, you can use about 5 or 6 seed beads. Okay, so we'll have extra. Tie a knot. These are overhand knots. You can use a tweezer to get it nice and tight. Like this. And just drag. Let's do the same thing on this side. Let's do this one. This. Tie another overhand knot. This will keep the beads from sliding off the thread. Okay, if you want the knots to be really secure, let's put some glue on them. Just like that. Okay. And to finish, we're going to trim. And you kind of want the thread to fray out because then it looks more fabricy. Like this. And then we're done.
You're ready to party.
And he's ready to party, yes. Okay, so come in, pick up one of these kits because it's our newest thing. The quantities are very limited, so we hope to see you soon. Thank you.